Hello friends, this is Lakhan Tanwani and welcome back to the another amazing live stream video. So guys, tonight's breaking update is extremely important, very sensitive and frankly a major geopolitical twist. So guys, this is about a big shift in the US Gaza peace plan where Washington is now considering dropping their demand for Hamas disarmament just to start the reconstruction in Gaza. And Israel is not happy with this. Let's break down what this means, why talks have stalled, and where Trump, Netanyahu, and Putin now stand in the rapidly evolving crisis. So, guys, here is the situation. The ceasefire between Israel and Hamas has been holding since early October, but the peace process is stuck, completely frozen. Why? Because the central question how to demilitarize Hamas and who will govern the Gaza is nowhere near a solution. Now, according to senior Israeli sources reported tonight, the Trump administration is considered skipping the original step in its 20-point plan. The step that calls for a foreign stabilization force to go into Gaza and disarm Hamas. Why skip it? Because the US cannot convince enough countries to send troops for that mission. No one wants to be in charge of forcibly disarming Hamas. So Washington is exploring what they call an interim solution. But Israel sees this very difficult. A major Israeli source told reporters the interim situation is the worst there is. Hamas has strengthened since the war ended. There can be no rebuilding until the demilitarization happens. So, guys, what we have here is a fundamental clash. The US wants reconstruction first, Israel wants disarmament first, and Hamas naturally refuses to give up the weapons. On Monday, the US is pushing this entire plan to the UN Security Council. The draft resolution includes President Trump's entire Gaza plan, including forming an international stabilization force until 2027. Some countries like Qatar, Egypt, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Indonesia, Pakistan, Jordan, and Turkey have publicly supported the US led draft, calling it a path to Palestinian statehood. But here is where the twist comes in. Russia is pushing a competing resolution that removes Trump's plan, removes the immediate deployment of peacekeeping forces, and downplays the entire US led structure. That means Monday's UN vote could become a major geopolitical showdown between the US and the Russia, with Gaza's future hanging in the balance. Meanwhile, the reports from Israeli media say the government has already begun preparing for thousands of foreign soldiers to deploy into Gaza, assuming the UN votes in their favor. But most countries willing to participate do not want to disarm Hamas. They only want to keep the peace. Israel says that's not enough. This is why negotiations between the Israel and the US have reached what sources call a deadlock. Just a few hours ago, we learned about the another critical development. That is, Russian President Vladimir Putin calls Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. They discuss Gaza, the ceasefire, Iran's nuclear activities, and about Syria. This is not a routine call, it's a part of larger series of conversations. It suggests that Russia is positioning itself as an alternative power broker in the region while the US pushes its own plan. What we are seeing is a moment where the future of Gaza, reconstruction, security, and the path to Palestinian statehood is being shaped in real time. If the US drops the demand for Hamas disarmament, it could accelerate rebuilding but risk strengthening Hamas. If Israel refuses, it could delay humanitarian recovery for the months. And if Russia blocks the UN resolution, the entire Trump plan could even collapse. Friends, this is a developing story, and Monday's UN vote will decide everything. I will be tracking each update and doing a full breakdown when the resolution is voted on. If you are watching live, drop your thoughts in the chat. Should reconstruction begin even if Hamas is not disarmed? I want to hear your views. So, guys, this is Lakhan Tanwani. Thank you for joining the live stream and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned, stay aware, and I will see you guys in the next video.